What about social media companies versus traditional media? How does technology change?
Well, first of all, technology changes very quickly. And if you think about versus each other, the first thing or the first step in a mindset is that you need to understand that when you think about social media, everyone is competing with everyone, right? I mean, there's only one feed. With a TV ad, you compare with TV ads, while with social media, you compete with everyone. In my case, you compete with my mom, with my best friend, with the French puck of my best friend, which is kind of cute. So you need to really level up your content and make it engagement, and people have a chance to try the dialogue instead of just spitting out content and going all in and just pushing your message.
Even traditional medias have to do that.
Well, on traditional media, you usually show like, here I am, that's my brand, that's how I differentiate myself.
This is what
from
I
other
have.
ones. Right, this is what I have, this is what I do. Now, do you want to buy it? Yes or no? That's like traditional media kind of approach, right? With social media, it's more about like talking with each other, right? Tomorrow on the talk, for example, I talk about live video. What we do right now is live communication.
Yes.
So you can ask questions, I can answer it, and vice versa, right? Social media is pretty similar to this. I mean, you can ask questions, people can leave comments, they can like it, they cannot like it, and depending on how much engagement you get, the higher is your reach and the more attention you get to your profile.
So yesterday there was a news that Verizon bought Yahoo assets, Yahoo core assets. Is there a new player in town besides Google and Facebook with combining Yahoo and AOL?
Well, we need to see. I mean, it's always hard to predict the future. I'm like someone, I'm paying close attention to what my followers and friends are doing in the market scale to see which platform are they using, how do they use it, and how can I adapt to it? How can I adapt my content to this? So I wouldn't give too much thought about what's the next social network, what will happen in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Unfortunately, and don't shoot the messenger, many companies still market themselves like in 2010 or 2000, or some are still in the 90s, right? They don't really get social media. So I would love companies to understand that right now the attention shifted. I mean, Steve Jobs invented the iPhone just 10 years ago. It's not a long time, right? And our attention shifted from this to just a little device, right? For younger generation,
Everybody's competing
device,
for my attention.
Exactly. And this little device for younger generations is the radio, the TV, the newspaper. It's everything. It's their communication device. They wake up, first thing they do is they check their phones. I'm happy, honestly, I'm happy if drivers who drive a car are not watching at the phone at the same time. It's that crazy right now.
Maybe they will after autonomous vehicles on the market.
Then it's okay for me, right, if they're self-driving.
So my next question, you said about video, but it's kind of we're gonna have a 5G era. So everybody will have to do some kind of video transmission?
Well, not everybody. I mean, most of the people, they are just looking, you know. They're not creating content.
They are watching.
They are listening, most of the people. There are only a few of us who really actively create content, which is good, because if everyone would speak, who would listen? It won't work.
Nobody.
Right? So it's not everyone needs to do it. Not everyone needs to jump on the bandwagon of everything. But if you're a brand, if you're a company, you usually have a product you want to sell or a service you want to sell. And to do so, you need to drive attention. I mean, the equation is simple. You want to sell something. For doing this, you need to gain trust from people. And to do so, the first step is to drive attention. If I don't have your attention, I can't do anything. I can have the best product. If nobody knows about it, I won't drive sales, right? So the question is, what is a good place where there is underpriced attention versus places where there's overpriced attention? And to find the right platforms which have the right audience, where I can spread my message to people where my message is relevant to them, where it adds value to them.
So it's now about a marketing game or something about creating a good product and see what it happens?
It's both. I mean, if you have a shitty product, no marketing in the world will save you long term, right? You have to have a good product too. But besides that, you have to have a good product, plus you need to have the right marketing, right, to reach the right people.
So everybody should jump into this marketing on every platform.
Well, no, I'm not recommending to jump on every platform, right? Pick one, pick one where you think your audience is. Find who are the right people you want to talk to and be consistent on that platform. It's better to jump on one platform and be consistent and post daily content instead of spreading 5 different platforms and post like once a week,
Yeah.
So I would rather go with one platform and stick with it. And right now I believe Facebook is the environment. And with Facebook, I'm not just meaning Facebook itself, I mean like Instagram, WhatsApp. So the Facebook environment is the number one thing, and I tell you why, because Facebook owns one variable, and this is context. Facebook knows everything about us.
Google also does.
Huh?
Google also does.
Google, well, no, it's not true. Google knows a lot of things, that's true, by tracking us down with analytics and co, but they know what we're looking for right now at that moment. But they don't know like what's the age and how do we process through the different places and who are my friends and so on. So it's not a social network, Google, right? It's a search platform. So it's different. Facebook really knows context. Means, for example,
Facebook knows what you think.
Well, Facebook probably might
make a good guess.
Make a good guess what you think, right? But Facebook knows who are your friends, which restaurants you go to, which flights you take, which places you've been.
What you like.
What you like. So from all of this, they can conclude, for example, how much you earn. It's pretty good, right? So I have the marketing setting, and I can tell if I'm in real estate, for example, I can target people on Facebook who have some real estate or who make at least 100K per year and so on. And that's interesting for marketers. Plus, I have the opportunity, if I have existing emails, for example, I can upload them on Facebook. Facebook finds a percentage of those people I give to them, of my existing real clients, and then Facebook goes and compares those emails, those people they find, with the whole community of Facebook in my country, for example, and then they just take the 1% who are the most similar. It's called lookalike audience, which is great. So they, for example, I have 1,000.
Is it legal?
Well, is it legal? I mean, many things we are in a gray zone from a data perspective, from a privacy perspective. It's like, I don't know what I want to do about it. I mean, in the US, they just do it. In Germany, we are like, I don't know how's the law in Romania about it. You probably might know.
Probably the same as we are in EU.
So we will see where this leads to, but it's a competition question, because if American companies can take advantage of it, target people in Europe, in Germany, in Romania, and our companies can't do it, it's a disadvantage.
It's an imbalance.
Right? It's not balanced. But we need to see where this leads. But right now it's working, and many companies take advantage of it.
You said earlier something about gaining more reach, but we also have the fake news phenomenon. How do you think we can get more reach, but less fake news, without being something sensational? Or...
Yeah, I mean, of course, the fake news phenomenon. The problem is that the wrong leaders get reach, and we follow the wrong person. Everyone can be an expert, and nobody, like before that, it was like TV and radio, they did their research, and they chose who are allowed to speak. Now everyone with a smartphone and great content can reach an audience and pretend whatever he wants to pretend. Many people fake it till they make it, right? I believe.
Is it fake news because we have fake people?
I mean, everything which goes wrong is based on people who want to do something wrong, right? So if everyone would be good, we wouldn't have fake news, we wouldn't have those problems. So yes, of course, it's a society problem. But I believe long term, we will figure it out. I'm an optimist.
In Germany, there is a project that social media companies to be fined with 50 million euros. If they fail to remove extremist posts or I don't know, fake news, what do you think about that?
Well, it's a system. I mean, the market is the market. I believe that people can report bad stuff. They do it. And Facebook is reacting on it. There will be artificial intelligence systems which will take care of those kind of things. I think we just have to wait a little bit and see.
To be improved?
Yes, it's improving. I mean, it's a very young technology still. I mean, the whole social media space just happened over the past 15 years. So it's very young, so we need to see where it leads us.
Do you think in the future we will have the internet being, I don't know how to say it, worldwide, to have worldwide laws or something similar? Like in payments, like in banking?
You know, I'm not in the predicting space. You know, it's hard to predict what will happen in 1, 2, 5, 10 years. I believe the internet will roll out to everyone, so we will be really globally connected. Still, like, I think half of the population has no access to internet, so it will slowly roll out to it. And there might be regulations in the future globally. I believe we have to have this because it can't be like a privatized.
You said earlier about American companies doing something in
Exactly.
America and the European companies do not.
We need to come to a consensus at some point. But as it's developing so quickly, it's hard for politicians to keep up with it. Most of them don't understand what's actually happening, and then you have to have those regulations, and those companies, they just move from country to country, so it's hard to really grasp them and get them and force them to do it. And if Facebook or Google needs to pay a fine of 10, 50, 100 million, they don't really care about it. You know, they just make so much money.
They care about boosting their reach.
Yes, they're boosting their reach, spreading the content. I mean, it's funny though, that the slogan of Google is, "Don't be evil."
And the reality?
That's what they try. They always come from that point that they say, well, listen, all we try to do is doing good stuff, right? So we're just doing it for your sake, for your purpose. We do it for you, that you find better results. But maybe this is not true. I mean, Facebook's working on something where they try to manipulate us and put us in an emotional state. So, for example,
they had an experiment.
Yes, you are a traveling agency, right? And you want to put ads. So what Facebook is planning to do, maybe they will roll it out, they will show you pictures of your friends who are on holidays right now. And then when you see like all your friends going to holiday, after you start thinking, oh man, I also want to go to holidays, and then they put the ad. Like, go to holidays,
and
here's a traveling agency, the offer, right? So they're manipulating you to put you in the right emotional state to buy. And yes, of course, this is critical. But, you know, the other way around, I mean, we will figure this out too, you know? It's important to talk about it, that people understand that a lot of things are changing very quickly. And it's not bad to deny it and say, like, it's a bubble, I don't care about it. It's important to be a part in it, you know, to actively engage with it.
To change it.
And be a part in the change, yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.